If you're listening to this, chances are you're living with high blood pressure, or maybe you're trying to protect your heart as you age. You take your medicine, you try to walk, you keep your salt low, but still, your numbers rise from time to time. You ask yourself, why? What am I doing wrong? The truth is, sometimes it's not the obvious things like salt or stress. Sometimes it's the small hidden habits, the things we do every day without realizing, that quietly push our blood pressure higher. So today, I want to share 3 silent mistakes that many seniors make, and what medical science now says about them. I'll also tell you what researchers have discovered, and how tiny changes in your routine can protect your heart, your brain, and your life. Let's begin together. Calmly and with hope. Sitting too long. The first hidden danger is sitting too long. Now you might say, but I walk every morning. And that's wonderful. But science shows that even if you exercise once a day, long hours of sitting still raise your blood pressure. Here's why. When we sit for too long, blood starts pooling in our legs, our muscles stay inactive, and our arteries get a little stiff. That stiffness makes it harder for your heart to push blood through. A study published in early 2025 found that just 1 hour of uninterrupted sitting increased blood pressure noticeably, even in healthy adults. And another study, done on older adults, showed that simply reducing sitting time by 30 minutes a day led to measurable drops in both systolic and diastolic blood pressure. In plain English, that means standing up for a few minutes every half hour helps lower your BP more than you'd imagine. So here's your goal. Every 30 to 40 minutes, stand up. Walk to the window, stretch your legs, drink a glass of water. After lunch, don't lie down immediately. Walk gently for a few minutes. Even 2 minutes of light movement helps your blood vessels relax, and that gives your heart a little rest. Your chair may feel comfortable, but too much comfort can quietly hurt your circulation. Let your body move. That's what it was made to do. Habit number 2, too much tea or coffee. Now, let's talk about your favorite friend, that strong cup of tea or coffee. I know many of you say, "Doctor, I can't start my day without it." And you're right, it gives energy, warmth, and joy. But too much caffeine can raise your blood pressure faster than you think. You see, caffeine stimulates adrenaline, the same hormone your body releases under stress. It tightens your arteries and makes your heart beat faster. Studies reviewed in 2024 found that 2 to 3 cups of coffee can raise systolic pressure by 3 to 14 points, and diastolic pressure by 4 to 13 points, especially in sensitive people. And as we age, our bodies process caffeine more slowly, which means it stays in our system longer. That's why, in seniors with hypertension, caffeine can cause sharper spikes. One clinical review in Frontiers in Nutrition, 2022, noted that even though coffee might have long-term heart benefits in people with existing high blood pressure, these short-term spikes still increase cardiovascular risk if caffeine isn't managed. So here's the science-based advice. Enjoy your tea or coffee, but limit it to 1 or 2 cups per day, and not after 3 p.m. If your blood pressure jumps after your morning cup, switch to herbal tea, like moringa, hibiscus, or lemongrass. And here's a little experiment. Check your BP before coffee, and again 45 minutes later. If it rises more than 10 points, your heart is telling you, that's too much. It's not about quitting your chai. It's about listening to your body. Habit number 3, using diet or low-sodium foods. Without checking labels, now this one surprises most seniors. We often think we're eating healthy. I use diet salt. I buy sugar-free biscuits. I take low-sodium soup. But sometimes, these very healthy products can be harmful. Let me explain. Many low-sodium salts replace sodium with potassium chloride. That sounds good, but if you have reduced kidney function, which is common in seniors, or if you're taking blood pressure medicines like losartan, spironolactone, or ACE inhibitors, Extra potassium can build up dangerously in your blood. That can cause irregular heartbeats or muscle weakness. Medical research confirms this. A 2023 review on potassium salt substitutes found that while they reduce sodium, they can increase potassium beyond safe levels in older adults with kidney issues. And diet soups, instant sauces, or zero-fat snacks often contain hidden MSG, sodium, and preservatives, which tighten arteries and raise blood pressure, especially when eaten daily. So please check your labels. If you see potassium chloride, MSG, or words like flavor enhancer, monosodium, or preserved, leave it on the shelf. Instead, flavor your food naturally, with garlic, lemon, herbs, and black pepper. They not only taste great, but also contain compounds that help blood vessels relax. Remember, it's not just about what you remove, it's about what you replace it with. How these habits affect the body. Scientific insight. Let's pause and understand what's happening inside your body, because when you know why, it's easier to change how. When you sit for too long, your arteries stiffen. When you drink too much caffeine, they constrict. When you eat processed or diet foods, they swell with sodium or potassium imbalance. Each of these makes your heart work harder, and over time, that constant strain damages blood vessels in the brain, kidneys, and heart. A 2024 analysis published in JAMA Network. Open confirmed that breaking up sitting time and maintaining balanced nutrition significantly reduces cardiovascular risk even without medication changes. That means your daily actions are as powerful as your pills. How to reverse the damage. Daily routine. Now that we know the hidden dangers, here's how you can use that knowledge every day. Morning. Check your BP before caffeine or breakfast. Note the reading. Have one light cup of tea or coffee if you wish. During the day, set an alarm every 40 minutes. When it rings, stand up. Move a little. Even 2 minutes is enough. Your heart loves motion, not marathon motion, but gentle, steady motion. Afternoon. Eat real food. Avoid prepacked soups or diet noodles. Add lemon, coriander, and herbs instead of salt. Evening. Avoid caffeine after 3 p.m. Drink warm water, or moringa or hibiscus tea, both shown in recent studies to help relax arteries. Night. After dinner. Walk slowly for 10 minutes before you rest. Give your body a chance to digest before you lie down. When you repeat these steps daily, you're telling your heart, you don't have to fight so hard anymore. Scientific summary. Explained simply. Let me summarize what multiple studies are now showing. Sitting less reduces systolic BP by around 4 to 5 points just by interrupting sitting every 30-40 minutes. Caffeine moderation helps prevent short-term BP spikes of up to 10-15 mg, especially crucial for people above 60. Avoiding fake diet foods keeps your sodium and potassium balance safe, reducing heart rhythm complications. These might sound like small numbers, but together they mean lower stroke risk, better kidney function, and longer life. Your medicine is the foundation, but your habits decide how well that foundation holds. Addressing your fears. Now, let's talk heart to heart. Many seniors live with quiet fear. Fear of heart attack, stroke, or simply not waking up one morning. That fear is real. But fear fades when you understand your body. When you know that by simply standing up more, drinking one less strong tea, and reading labels carefully, you are already protecting your heart. You feel empowered, not afraid. Modern research shows that lifestyle changes alone can reduce the need for additional BP medications in many seniors. That means you're not helpless. You're powerful. Your body may be aging, but your arteries can still be trained, gently, to stay flexible. Final words. Your life is precious. My dear friends, you've lived through decades of hard work, stress, laughter, and love. You've given so much to your family. Now it's time to give something back to your own heart. Stand up often. Sip your tea with awareness. Eat real food, not fancy food. Breathe deeply when you feel pressure rise, and remind yourself, I am in control. Science agrees with this. The smallest consistent actions are what extend life, not the biggest surgeries or the strongest pills. Your body listens to kindness. So be kind to your arteries. Give your heart space to rest. Because when you do, you're not just lowering blood pressure. You're opening the door to a longer, calmer, and more peaceful life. Thank you for listening. And thank you for caring for your health. May your days be full of energy and your heart stay strong, steady, and happy.